Welcome to the Biggest
Yeah.
Baseball Podcast. My name is Eric E. Hate Me 702, and this is
Jeremy with a G.
and today we just gonna talk about sports talk. Just random stuff that has happened through the week that we like to talk about. Nothing major going on today, so in the sports news compared with us, like we want to talk about, like we just want to talk about some bullshit, and go from there. If you like this content, make sure to like, subscribe, follow us, share, all that good stuff. And let us know what you think in the comments down below. And if you're on Facebook or if you're on Twitch, do the same damn thing. Follow, all that good stuff. So let's get started. What we going to talk about first? Let's see. We're going to go with, let's just get the USA basketball out the way. Let's do the USA basketball. Let's talk about that because we were talking about this off. And go ahead, and you're not a huge basketball fan, but as you being a casual, go ahead and talk about your thought process of what it was with like the USA basketball, like with them losing 0-2.
Well, I mean, I just see the news talking about it, all the like the ESPN and everything. Them losing the first two what do they call them, exhibition games.
Yep, their exhibition.
And then I guess they won the one today.
Okay.
I think it was today.
Yeah, let me see. Hold on.
I think it was Argentina.
I just had it up. Yeah, they played. Well, of course, they're going to end up winning more of them. Yeah, they played Argentina. Yep, and they destroyed them.
That's the headline that I saw.
108-80.
Well, yeah. But I don't know. I called you and I was talking to you about it because I'm not a big basketball fan. I don't watch a whole lot. I see the headlines and stuff. And if I see a headline for NBA, the first person I call is Eric.
That's true. That is true.
It's because I want to know exactly what they're talking about. Like I get the gist of what they're talking about,
but you don't know like how deep it means or so. Like just like I told you when you first called me, I'm like, it's not that big a deal. Like it's exhibition games. When you look at their team, like let me show you exactly to make sure. So recap. So you have no, you guys, why do y'all do this? Why don't y'all just give me the box score? I had this up, but for some odd reason, there's a lot of things. I went and what was it? I closed a lot of these things. So you got Damian Lillard, of course you know who he is. You have Kevin Durant, you have Kevin Love, you have Bradley Beal. So let me give you teams. I'm sorry. So alphabetical order, you got like what they have. Bam Adebayo, he was the center for the Miami Heat that played in the finals last year. Bradley Beal plays for the Washington Wizards. Devin Booker plays for the Phoenix Suns that is in the finals right now, so he's not there. Kevin Durant, you know who he is. Jeremy Grant plays for the Pistons. He averaged, I think, about 20 points a game. He's a power forward. Draymond Green plays for the Golden State Warriors. You know who he is. Drew Holiday plays for them, and he's right now in the finals with the Bucks. Zach LaVine, Dame Lillard. Zach LaVine plays for the Bulls. You know about Dame time. Kevin Love with the Cavaliers. Chris Middleton is also playing with them, and he's in the NBA Finals right now. And then you got Jason Tatum. So like you're missing three players that are in the finals. Then you have Bam and Jason Tatum that were both, and Kevin Durant that were both in the playoffs. And so I mean, they don't have enough time to gel. You see what I'm saying? Like they haven't had enough time to get their chemistry going. And we were talking about this earlier. This isn't like the 96 Dream Team or the 92 Dream Team or the even the 2000, what was it, 2008 Redeem Team. Like we got to give these teams credit. Like I saw on ESPN today, they were talking about how years ago, like they beat them by 83 points or something like this. And I'm like, look, this isn't the same game. Like Nigeria they have 8 active NBA players. Okay, I'm gonna mess up all of these names, so I'm gonna apologize. They have Precious, who plays for Miami. They have.
You want me to pull it up so I can?
Well, most of these I got. They got Chimzee, Chimezie for Sacramento. They got Jordan, who plays for Milwaukee. They got Jaleel Okafor, who plays for the Pistons. They got Josh Okogie, who plays for Minnesota. They got Casey Okapala. I fucked that one up. He plays for the Heat. Somebody else that plays for the Jab, and Gabe Vincent. So yeah, like realistically, they're not starters. They're not like Precious is, I think, coming off the bench right now, but they're not huge starters. But they still got talent. Like we're not gonna act like they're playing a fucking JV varsity team. And then with Australia, they got Joe Ingles, who plays for the Utah Jazz, Aaron Baines, can't think of who he plays for right now, Dante Exuma, Matthew Dellavedova, who plays for the Cavs, and Josh Green. I want to say he plays for. I'm just gonna shut up on that one. Off the top of my head, I can't think of it. So I'm not off the top of my head. I can't think of it. I'm not gonna go ahead and make myself look stupid like always. So that's the Dallas. There it is, Dallas. Okay, so they're not sorry, and they need to get together. They need to get their stuff together. They need to get their chemistry together. They're also playing under Greg Popovich, so they're playing under a newer USA coach. And I mean, we got time. Like when they get in there and they get rested, they're gonna dominate. I'm not that worried about them. I just think the media. This is a dead season for the media. Like if we talked about it, it's dead for us. We don't watch baseball, so I mean, there's no hockey. There's the final, so you got a game once every 2 to 3 days now with the NBA. NFL free agency hasn't started. Right now, you'd be an NBA free agency. Like that's what would be going on right now. So there'd be a lot more talking points. So I just think they blew this out of proportion, like the media tends to do. I don't think it's that big of a deal. I think it's something to talk about and it gets clickbait. But they were like, yeah, they beat them by 83 points. I'm like, so what? That doesn't mean nothing. Doesn't mean nothing at all. I think they're still going to win the gold. I mean, we got 5 All NBA players. They're not going to do nothing. Like when it's time to play, it's time to play. We're still going to be good. I'm not that worried about it. I do love that the Olympics are coming though, because I am a competition nut. So I really do love the Olympics.
Yeah, I like the fact the Olympics are here because it gives us more to talk about.
It does. It does. Even though, like, I'm not saying they should or shouldn't have them. But I'm just happy. I'm going to enjoy what's going on at that point in time because I really do like the Olympics. Big fan of the Olympics.
Even though we don't know a lot about track and field.
No, see, that's the thing about the Olympics.
Other than like what we did in high school and middle school. But I
don't need to know about it to watch it because I'm going to root for USA regardless. So I don't have to watch. Like I remember when Michael Phelps was swimming. And they had that relay race with Ryan Lockett, and they barely touched. I was literally jumping up and down in my bed. Like, I know nothing about swimming, but had so much fun watching that it's just I don't even care. I'm gonna root for USA, and I'm gonna go all in on it, and I'm just gonna pull for it. I'm trying to just retweet the last of these tweets I'm getting caught up on.